Welcome to the WHHI Daily News. I'm Robyn Zimmerman. Let's begin with today's news headlines. Huge week for the future of Hilton Head Island. Town Council has until Friday to either give what's called municipal consent to the county and state's plan for a nearly $500 million project to replace the current bridges connecting the island to the mainland, or let an environmental assessment of the project expire and basically leave its bridge situation alone, except for the repair or replacement of the eastbound leg of the first bridge away from the mainland by the state, which has deemed it unsafe. Now, there's been 6 years of study and numerous loud meetings over the last week or so with arguments on both sides of the issue, while Senator Tom Davis tries to get an extension to state funding for the project. Letting it go likely jeopardizes at least $120 million in funding for the bridge, just one that would be 6 lanes running next to the current bridges over Pinckney Island and connecting to the William Hilton Parkway at Windmill Harbor. Tammy Becker will join us in just a few moments to give us her thoughts. Well, the state legislature will finally get together again on Wednesday to approve a compromise between House and Senate leaders that will approve a $14.5 billion budget for the fiscal year beginning on July 1st. Now, among the compromises was lowering the top income tax rate by 1/10 of a point to 6.2% for the richest South Carolinians. The $100 million income lost to the state with that tax cut would be made up by $600 million in surplus of sales tax dollars, with $200 million going to bridge repair and $200 million more for county transportation committees. Pay raises for state employees were also approved, either an $1,100 raise or a 2.25% raise, whichever is greater. The employee can decide. Now, there won't be an immediate signature from the governor on the budget. He is in Germany this week to try to expand relationships with German businesses that have fueled a lot of growth in the Palmetto State in recent years. German companies have the largest presence in South Carolina of any country in the world, employing about 44,000 people. Now, McMaster will meet with German Chancellor Olaf Scholz and with BMW executives in Munich, and will tour Volkswagen headquarters in Wolfsburg. And finally, Hilton Head Island native Sam Gilman came up just short of qualifying for Monday's finals in the U.S. Olympic trials in Eugene, Oregon. The 24-year-old who went to the Air Force Academy after leaving Hilton Head High School made it through the qualifying heats, but finished about a second from qualifying for today's finals. For more information on these stories and many more, please check out the media sources listed on your screen. And remember to follow us on Facebook and check us out on YouTube. And you can also go to our website at WHHI-TV.com. And you can email us at news@WHHI-TV.com if you have a news tip or a story idea. And now let's get an update on sports from Justin Jarrett. Justin?
Hey, it's time for Last Night in the Lowco on WHHI, powered by LowcoSports.com. It was a quiet sports weekend around the Lowco, but that allowed the hometown fans to fix their attention on the U.S. Olympic track and field trials, where a local athlete was competing for a chance to represent the United States in Paris later this summer. Hilton Head's own Sam Gilman ran strong in the prelims Friday night, placing 8th in the fastest of 3 heats with a time of 3 minutes 36.99 seconds to advance to Saturday's semifinal in the men's 1500 meters. The former Hilton Head Seahawk and 4-time All-American at Air Force ran 8th in his heat again Saturday, but this time it wasn't quite quick enough to qualify for the final. Nonetheless, a great accomplishment, and the Lowco is proud, Second Lieutenant Gilman. The area all-star teams that won district titles will rep the Lowco starting this weekend, but in the meantime, it will be a busy week for the region's 2 American Legion baseball teams. After having last week off, the Buford Ospreys are back home at Battery Creek High School tonight for the opener of a 3-game series with Moncks Corner Post 126, which took 2 of 3 from Walterboro Post 93 last week. Walterboro travels to St. George to open a 3-game series tonight. We're also keeping an eye on Hilton Head's Jeep Patrick, who teed it up today at the First Tee National Championship in Clemson, and Maria Francescati, who set off today for the U.S. Paralympic swim trials. We'll talk about all of this local sports news and much more on a new episode of the Lowco Sports Lowdown, streaming live at 9 p.m. tonight on the Lowco Media Network. For Lowco Sports and WHHI, I'm Justin Jarrett. Until next time, go Lowco.
Thanks, Justin. And now the weather, brought to you by Low Country Crawl Spaces with Maria. Take it away.
Thanks, Robyn. Yep, so taking a look ahead, it does look like we have many more thunderstorms in our forecast for this upcoming week. And also this week, we are going to be under a heat advisory with the highs getting into the upper 90s, if not in the hundreds. So if you're going to be outside, do be careful. So taking a look at Tuesday, it's going to be partly cloudy with scattered showers and thunderstorms throughout the day, but should be clearing up by the evening. Hilton Head's going to have a high of 90, a low of 79. Bluffton's have a high 93, a low of 77. And Beaufort's have a high 93 and a low of 78. The sunrise for Tuesday is going to be at 6:18 and sunset's going to be at 8:33. Taking a look at the tides, low tide's going to be at 7:38 a.m. and high tide's going to be at 12:34 p.m. Taking a look into the rest of the week, Wednesday, it's going to be sunny to partly cloudy in the morning, but then we are going to see scattered thunderstorms throughout the afternoon and possibly continuing on into the evening. Highs will be in the 90s, lows in the 70s. Then come Thursday, again, it's going to be cloudy with a heavy thunderstorm in the afternoon, and those storms may continue on into the evening. Highs will be in the upper 90s, lows in the upper 70s. And then come Friday, it's going to be cloudy with scattered showers throughout the afternoon, but it should be clearing up by the evening again. Highs are going to drop down into the low 90s, lows are going to be in the upper 70s. That's it for today. Let's send it back to the desk.
The Gateway Corridor project is still a hot issue. Tammy Becker from Town Council will join us in just a few moments to give us her thoughts. Stay with us.